welcome to part 2 of Pulse Radio and Point Blank's An Interview With series. It's a lovely sunny spring morning and we're sitting here with the wonderful Mr. Roska. How are you doing, sir?
All good, mate.
Thank you very much for joining us today.
No problem, man.
It's really cool. So how have you been starting 2013?
All good, man. All good. It's just been starting, finishing off some demos. A lot of stuff in like collaborations and stuff I've been finishing off. Yeah, that's all just continuing from 2012 and just yeah.
You had your second album out last year as well.
Yeah,
didn't you?
definitely, man. Definitely one of my favourite works at the moment.
Yeah.
In terms of like quality and like where I've progressed from number 1 to number 2 in terms of the Rinse Present series.
Yeah.
Just working on like the third one, which is like the main album basically, and that's just so it's not going to be like a Rinse Presents anymore. It's just going to be a
Roska,
yeah,
Roska
right.
proper, yeah. Excellent. So, I mean, you've always progressed your sound, and you've always had the kind of the skills to be able to make vastly different sounds in your music and stuff. So, I see that you're still releasing tunes with people like Tectonic and stuff as well. So, how can you see your sound progressing further from this? Do you know what I mean? How can you take this further this year? Do you think?
Just influences and just looking back at what I've done and then just kind of seeing where I can take it on the next level. Like I've done all the stuff where it's been really skeletal and just drums and bass. I took on number 2. I took it where it's more melodic, and basically just keep on that same vibe, but just keep pushing forward and coming up with different styles within that. I always incorporate like dubstep, garage, funky, house, and all sort of like genres around. Those sort of genres basically.
Sure. So you keep it as eclectic as possible most of the time.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. Keep it as real as possible, man.
So you're going to be joining the Crosstown Rebels London leg of their sort of world tour, man. So is this going to see you going into a sort of very deep sort of territory, or like?
Never know. I mean, it's always good to be like affiliated with like big names, especially like when I was affiliated with like Dub Police. I went on tour with those guys a few years back, and it's always good to know that my sound can fit into specific genres without me having to go directly and even just set a template up to be in that genre.
Of course.
It just shows how how versatile I am as a producer.
Excellent. So talking about touring, you're going to be doing the North American thing, aren't you?
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more about that. You're going to start in Vancouver, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to start in Vancouver and move to Calgary. We just set up a mini tour. I haven't been over there for nearly, just under 2 years, I think it is now, a year and a half. So it's just good to get back out there and just to the people that buy my music and haven't seen me out, and it'd be good to just show some love back basically.
Excellent stuff. So what about going back to your productions again? What have you got coming up in terms of more releases and stuff? You got something on Tectonic in April?
I've got something on Tectonic in April. That's Shoulder Roller collaboration with me and Pinch.
Cool.
And then I've got Asbestos, which is like a track that I've done about a year ago now.
Nice.
And it just hasn't seen the light of day. So just those 2 at the moment. Second half of the year I'll have more structure on what I'm doing, but more than likely it's going to be single or an album or something on Rinse. So that's my home, man. So.
Wicked. I mean, you're very prolific as well, and you've got not too fast a turnaround of like tunes and EPs and stuff that come out, but you always keep yourself very busy.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's essential, isn't it, these days?
Oh yeah, definitely, man, definitely. I mean, I've got the music there, so and I feel that it's only right you should share it with the people that want to hear it. And I think sometimes you can get so attached to tunes that no one ever hears it. And
that's it. I think,
once you think that it's ready, you should just show people and
that's it. Give
it to them. I think, and at this moment in time, like there's a lot of like things where it's more strategic rather than let's put music out because we like it.
Yeah.
So and I like that vibe, but it's not really me. I want to put music out because I want to put it out.
Not necessarily to get
at time,
and get gigs as well and stuff like
exactly,
that. It's more.
Yeah.
Exactly. No. You're doing it for the love of it.
That's it.
Yeah, of course. Do you think Oh, well, I suppose like looking back when you first started producing and stuff, you know, how hard was it for you to get heard, you know?
Yeah, it was quite difficult. I mean, 2007, I started like reaching out to DJs that were, you know, playing the music and style that I was making, and I tried to get a distribution deal, and even just a small one just to help me put the music out, and yeah, couldn't get anything, so I ended up having to do it through, you know, in the back of my own car, you know, vinyls and stuff. And even like dropping the vinyls off to specific shops, man, in central London, yeah, no one would take it on. Yeah, and I remember, I won't mention the name of the shop because they're still going, but just walking into the shop, and I dropped 35, you know, records down, and yeah, they said no, they're not interested, and I walked out so pissed off, man. I was like, you're gonna remember me, I swear to God, you're gonna remember me. And literally like 6 months later, man, they called me back and it was like, oh yeah, we need some vinyls from you. I'm like, man, so times have changed, but no, it's good. It's good. You know, it shows like, you know, I just continued, even though I got knockbacks. Always, you know, continued, and I think it was good to start, you know, near the times where, you know, vinyls are still, you know, fully out there, and, you know, yeah, part of like, yeah, so it's part of me, man. I love that.
Are you still a big advocate of the vinyl thing, or?
I'd be a hypocrite to say I'm definitely down for it, because you know, I use USBs and I use Serato now and then.
That's it. Yeah.
But I was fully then, but I think from a label point of view, the return back is, you know, I'd be happy to get back what I put in.
Yeah.
You know, not less. You know.
Sure.
So,
yeah.
I mean, that's the only problem I have, but. Other than that, if people want to play vinyls, so be it, man. And I think, you know, big them up, man. It's
definitely.
It's one of those trades, like, you know, it's not every, you know, not every generation is going to see that.
Yeah.
And be a part of it, and like even being, you know, running a label myself and being a part of something that, you know, pushes vinyls out. You know, it's good to be a part of that. More than fantasy.
So finally, obviously, you are one of Rinse FM's flagship artists, and you have been for quite a while now. So what can we expect from your Rinse show? Is it just business as usual? Or?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do showcase quite a lot of new stuff, and play a lot of like my favourite stuff and label stuff. I might do a few guest mixes, but I don't want to do too much. I feel that like a lot of, you know, everybody does sort of guest mixes. And such, so, but yeah, it's nice. It's good to keep it, keep active on Rinse as well, and you know, considering we're through like stages where SoundCloud, Mixcloud, and a few others are kind of like, you know, doing a lot of podcasts. So, you know, so it's definitely a good feeling, man. I've been on Rinse since 2008.
Yeah, it's a big.
Yeah, I've always been on a Tuesday, and yeah. Going well.
So have you ever moved your slot, or has it always been in the same?
I started in 2008, end of 2008, I started at 11 till 1 in the morning, just after Scratcher's grand breakfast. Yeah. And then later on I moved to, was it 3 till 5? No, 5 till 7, that's it I moved to. It was Fingerprint, he was on before me, 3 till 5. Yeah. And then when they done the last shuffle, when they brought the drive in. Yeah. And I moved to 7 till 9. So yeah, I've always been on a Tuesday. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
Nice, definitely, it's ideal for me. I mean, like, you know, I can do my gigs on a weekend. I might have a couple of midweeks here and there.
That's
and
it.
If I don't have any gigs on a weekend, then I've got a weekend to myself and chill with the fam.
Excellent stuff. Thanks very much for coming down and joining us, man. It's been a pleasure to have you here, and good luck with 2013. Big up.
Yes, bro.
And see you lot next time.
I'm not coming next time, by the way. I'm just here for this one.